Welcome everybody to Transylvania Nightly, your favorite talk show. Now, please welcome our special guest, the one, the only, Mr. Edgar Allen Poe. Mr. Poe, please tell us how you're doing.
Well, thank you for having me. I am a writer and a literature critic, and I was born January 19th, 1809, and I was stricken by terrible tragedies throughout my life.
That is terrible, indeed. Now, we know a lot about you, Mr. Poe, and especially me. I'm a big fan. And tell me, do you have anything to say to your fans that have been loyal to you all these years?
Well, I'm glad that they're reading my work and taking the lessons that I have put so much time and effort into creating.
So you really appreciate the support that you get from your fans year after year. Exactly. Good to know. And please tell us, there's so many different tragedies that you write, and tell us, what tragedies did you face in your life?
Well, my family died throughout my childhood. Tuberculosis has claimed many of their lives.
Indeed. It has claimed many families' lives. And do you feel that you maybe are struggling with a curse? You have said before that maybe that you curse everybody that you love. Do you think this is true, or are you just saying this?
Well, I have no really good explanation for my, tragedies, but I do like to blame it on some things, and a curse could be one of them.
So you think you're just struck in with a little bit of bad luck? Nothing to do with, you just, being bad luck yourself. You've just been hit with some bad luck, is what you're saying.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's good to know. Yeah. Please tell me about the Mask of the Red Death. One of my favorite stories, for sure. Definitely sent some chills down my bones. And please tell me, well, what tragedies were portrayed in this story?
Well, the Mask of the Red Death is my way of showing that everyone cannot just avoid and ignore an illness. Ignoring of illnesses can lead to death and despair. This shows the deaths of my relatives through disease and how you cannot avoid death.
Yes, and we do know about your relatives and how they have died. But do you think that the deaths of your relatives have been kind of good because it has led you to become such a famous writer?
Well,
in a way.
I tried to make it a positive from a negative.
I see what you're saying. Turn a positive into a negative. And that's what you think we all should do with our life. Do you think so?
Yes, I believe that you should have your own way of venting from personal tragedy.
Indeed, indeed. I definitely agree with that statement. And so, anyways, in The Mask of the Red Death, everybody dies at the end. What is this? What does this show? What does this portray?
Well, this portrays how death comes for everyone, and it cannot be avoided. It also shows how it can affect everyone and many people of different classes, such as, middle, poor, and even wealthy upper class.
Yes, yes. Death is unescapable. And please tell us, the chambers, those mysterious chambers in your books, please explain to us, what do they represent in your life?
Well, the chambers represent my life throughout this world. Everyone around me always has a happy, vibrant color, and I'm always like the seventh chamber, dark, emotionless, and people fear me.
This meaning is very dark, and like a lot of your stories, do you think that this is like how your stories will continue to be for the rest of your career?
I believe I have a certain niche for writing, darker, more sadder stories, because throughout my life I've only had, tragedy and negativity.
Right, so like we said before, Mr. Poe here likes to turn his negatives into positives, which has made him such a famous writer over the years. And that is all the time that we have today. Mr. Poe, I appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me.
Good luck with the rest of your stories. This has been Transylvania Nightly. See you next week.